Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 95. Now, this chapter, the cover page is pretty cool. You know, Helmipo has been taken hostage, so that's pretty cool, man. You know, Morgan's like, look, if I go, you gotta go. Like, he's got a hostage. Very smart, very smart. Nice tactic. Now, here's the thing. This chapter was one of those lighthearted moments, and it was a very beautiful way to, I'm assuming, to end the Arlong Park arc. But oh man, like you got Luffy basically going around looking for food, and Zoro. I'm gonna get to Zoro's comment in a second. But Luffy's going around looking for food, Sanji's going around looking for women, Usopp's like, and that's how I defeated Arlong. And you can tell he's just telling the tales, and I'm not sure which of those people believes it, and maybe they're looking at it more like entertainment. But you know, Usopp's even doing some songs. People are dancing. This is just very cool. Like I really enjoyed reading this, man. I literally had a smile on my face when I was reading certain parts of this, man. And the thing about it is the ending is what got me, man. I'm gonna touch on the ending now, and then I'm gonna go back and just kind of walk through the things I felt like were really important. But the ending where Nami stole everybody's money, that shit was classic, man. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming, man. I thought she was gonna have another emotional breakdown, you know? Kind of like how Sanji had the emotional send-off, and Usopp had it, and Kobe had the... That's what I was thinking, you know? 'Cause that's been the pattern. So for Oda to throw that little wrench in there, priceless, man, priceless. So just to backtrack now, Zoro said all Luffy does is eat. And that got me to thinking, Luffy does eat a lot. And maybe it's because right now I'm in the process of rebuilding myself from the leg injury I had. You know, as some of you guys know, like I said, if you're new, you probably don't know this, but I broke my leg almost a year ago. And as a result, I lost a lot of muscle, and I gained fat. I lost weight too, and I ended up gaining fat. And so I'm rebuilding myself right now. And one of my guys where I work, he's like, man, you sure eat a lot, man. I thought you were trying to lose weight. And I was like, well, when you eat multiple meals, it raises your metabolism, but it's knowing what to eat. If you eat a whole bunch of vegetables, vegetables are low in calories and they're high in fiber, so you can eat more of them and you can stay full. And so it's calories in, calories out. And I say that to say this. While Zoro's talking about how much Luffy eats, and if you look at Luffy, he eats a lot, but he's skinny as a stick. And the reason for it is this. He's probably got a high metabolism, but he's also very active. So it balances out. He's probably burning more calories, and the more in shape you get, the more calories you need to maintain because of your activity level. Otherwise, you can start losing muscle as well. Now, here's the other thing about all of that, right? See, when Luffy's going around, he's looking for the food because Sanji had some type of ham on top of the watermelon, which I'm so going to try when summertime gets here. I didn't even think to try that shit, so I'm going to try that. But here's the other thing about that, right? Luffy ends up stumbling upon Belle's grave. And this is another example of what I say, show, don't tell us. Like, Genzo is standing in front of the grave, right? And it's this cool shot. It's cliche as shit, but it's cool as hell to see Genzo pouring, pour out a little liquor for dead homies, man. You know, that's OG Bell right there, man. You know, you got to treat her with some respect. You know what I mean? Like, like that's what's going on right here, man. But see, this is the beautiful thing about it, man. Like, you know, you see that, and he's saying there have been so many sacrifices, so it's time for us to live our lives to the fullest and laugh like fools. But Luffy says, I didn't know this was somebody's grave. I'm paraphrasing, but it says, I didn't know this was somebody's grave, and he says condolences the wrong way, condolences, and Genzo has to correct him, but Luffy ends up walking off, and that's not before Genzo tells him, like, if you do anything to hurt Nami, I'll kill you. And I thought it was very appropriate because it's in front of Belle's grave, and it almost felt like Bell was speaking from the grave and using Genzo as a vessel to speak. So that was very beautifully done. I love that right there. But the other thing is when I say show, don't tell, Oda is showing us the significance, the symbolism behind it, without actually having them tell Luffy, like, oh, this was Nami's mother's grave. You could just as easily have done that and gotten the similar result, but it wouldn't have resonated as strongly as just leaving it unspoken. You know, when it comes to writing, that's something that a lot of new writers make mistakes for. That's one of the things I've seen in a lot of workshops. You go to workshops and it's just like, we've all made this mistake, but god damn, man, like, sometimes less is more. And that's what this is. That's what this is. Like Oda, when he's given the opportunity to take the easy route and the one that requires just a little more effort, he takes the one that takes a little more effort. The lesser writer will always take the easier route. So I love what Oda's doing right here. Like I said, I can definitely respect that right there. Now, the other thing is that while we do have Nojiko picking on old boy whose dad died, you know, the growth that he shows is what I really like. That's what I mean. This is a real good feel-good chapter because I was smiling at this point because Nojiko's picking on him and he's like, man, damn it, you're a big meanie, you're a tattooed meanie. And it's just words like that. See, going back to my Black Clover rants, like, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's how a little kid speaks. They don't speak with all these big-ass words. You know, like, right here, like, that's in character, man. Like, you use shorter sentences and not even dumbed down words. You just use age appropriate vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you do children, unless you make it absolutely clear when they're first introduced that they are of a certain intelligence rank, you can't do that. Because a lot of people, particularly editors, will call bullshit and they'll make you change it. So with that being set aside, because I don't want this to turn into a workshopping video. I don't want it to do that, you know? But the other thing about this is we see Nami and she is getting the tattoo removed and she's told, like, hey, this is still gonna leave a scar. And Nami's thinking back and she's like, I'm always gonna have a scar from this because of what she's been through. And we see this scene where she's actually reflecting on a time when she's crying and telling Nojiko, I don't want them to see me with the tattoo because they're gonna hate me even more. And it just shows you, just for that young girl to have taken so much on her shoulders, how much of a emotional and mental toil that took on her. You know, like, if you don't like her character, if you tell me that you didn't at least feel your respect for her character go up after this, I'm calling bullshit. I'm getting a little defensive, you know, because Nami and Lucy, they're my babies, man. I love them. Like, I love those characters. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But alright, man, but, you know, getting into this, I thought it was pretty cool because she got a tangerine grove and a pinwheel as her tattoo. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't that Nojiko's tattoo? So that's a pretty cool way to kind of connect the sisters. And we actually get the flashback where Genzo is, this is at the end of the chapter, but Genzo is showing, like, hey, you know, I've got this pinwheel and it's going to make this little girl laugh, and it just takes Nami, it takes us as a reader back to a time when Nami was in a happier place. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the next to the last shot for this. And it's very appropriate because Belle is actually in this shot, but the last person we see laughing is Nami. And this arc was all about Nami. And if you look at this right here, you see Nami's and the rest of them kind of, you know, floating off, right? But right there, look at where Heishi's laughing is. It's right above Belle's grave. And it gives the impression like Belle's looking out over at Nami. I mean, very beautiful, man. Very beautiful. You know, Oda could just as easily say, you know, had Nami say, you know, look up like, Belle, this was for you. Like, she could have done some cliche shit. That wasn't the case. Very just eased into that. Like when I say show don't tell, that's what I'm talking about. Like I hammer on it, but I want you guys to start paying attention to that. That way you can further appreciate it, because this is great writing. Like this is really, really great, man. Like on some real shit. Like this was why I really enjoyed, I say, the first 65% of Naruto, and then like the next 15% was pretty cool, but then the last 20% was bullshit. Now, hey man, you can call me out. My math was a little off on that. You can call me out on that, man. You can call me like, hey man, you know, your shit ain't adding up, but you know, it is what it is, man. But like the last 20% I wasn't too impressed with, because Kishi was just giving us so many fucking flashbacks. I was just like, flashback no jutsu. Like I was just like, shit, are you serious? Do I need to see the same shit over and over and it's not showing any significance to the chapter? Like what is this supposed to do for me? What is it supposed to do? I remember this shit. Oda's not insulting the intelligence of his readers. I'm not saying Kishimoto did that. I personally think Kishi was being lazy. It is what it is. But Oda's giving us new material and it's just woven in there so great. So that's what I'm talking about right here, man. This chapter, like the high point for me was Nami telling Luffy, yo, set sail, my dude, set sail. And she's running, and like I said, you get this shot and it really looks like Nami might be, you know, getting ready to have a breakdown, right? And she don't want everybody to cry for her. And right there earlier, you see her kind of running through everybody, and Nami just lifts her shirt. I don't know when the hell she put the money in there, but that's the thing about pickpockets, man. And she's got the dollar bills. Everyone's like, oh, she stole our money. But just right there, it really reminds me, and oh shit, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. It really reminds me of a movie that I saw with my ex-girlfriend around this time. You should be seeing this after Valentine's Day, but it's around the same time that we saw Focus together, right? And I believe Focus came out this weekend, Valentine's Day weekend, or the next weekend after. I can't remember, but you know, I remember we saw that one night. And Margot Robbie's character, you know, she's a pickpocket, you know, and that's what it really reminded me of right there. And you know, for me, again, I was able to kind of put some real world stuff in that. So it was pretty cool, man. But this video might have dragged on a little longer than usual for that. I apologize, guys. Had a little fun with it. But my chapter question for you guys is gonna be this: what were your thoughts on Nami's send-off? And what I'm talking about is her doing the pickpocketing and just that last image of Belle's grave and Nami going off. What were your thoughts on that? But that's it for this chapter review. If you liked anything I had to say, as always, comment, rate, subscribe, share. I'll greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching.